Alright, Yahoo article analyzation about stuck in starter homes from the New York Times, Yahoo News. This is Yahoo Finance. This is Yahoo News. Stuck in starter home. 800 some comments. Say Nyman read. A flyer that real estate agent Corey Tanzer created to solicit people interested in selling their townhome in the University Village neighborhood of Chicago, June 2nd, 2024. They say over the past 2 years, upward mobility has stalled. Buyers and sellers have been pummeled by three colliding forces: the highest borrowing rates in nearly 2 decades, shortage of inventory, and a surge in home prices to a median of $434,000, the highest on record according to Redfin. So the surge in home prices, median 434,000, is the highest on record. Wow. People who bought their starter home a few years ago are finding themselves frozen in place by what is known as the rate lock effect. They bought when interest rates were historically low, and trading up would mean doubling or tripling of their monthly interest payments. So yeah, paying a lot more for housing, and yeah, it's all a game, man. They're just making it right now. Yeah, you can make an argument it's the most unaffordable time to. You're buying when the market is at the top. Home for affordability is the worst I've ever seen it, said Daryl Fairweather, Redfin's chief economist. A year ago, Chris and Allison Whitland were eager to sell their townhouse in the coveted Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago, so they hired a real estate agent who sent a photographer to take slick photos of the house, including a 3D video that panned from room to room. Let's go to the comment section. Say 6 out of 10 U.S. homeowners have mortgages locked at rates that are extremely low, 4% or less. Interesting. When they learned their mortgage would jump from $1,300 a month to about $3,000 if they bought a new house, they called off their search. I'm just a little frustrated and hope that in a couple years interest rates will go down. Let's go to the comments. Mary, we bought a starter home 48 years ago. Now it's our retirement home. Haven't had a mortgage since the mid to late 90s. It was a little crowded when the kids were here, but not impossible. We're looking forward to renovating and staying here. Barbara bought ours in '73 for $23,000 and could barely afford it. At the time, it really stretched our budget. Still in it, and it is possible to raise 4 kids in a house with 1.5 bathrooms. You learn to share. William, Trading in your house over and over again for the bigger, better deal just means you will always consume your equity and be making mortgage payments forever. The entire point of homeownership being better is to eventually pay the thing off and have very low housing costs in retirement. RJ, I agree. Too many people always want bigger and better. I know a family of 4 grown kids that are always trying to top each other. I don't know how we could be retired if we were still paying a mortgage. He said, I bought a brand new home near Myrtle Beach for $235 stacks last year. It's my first home after owning a condo for over 20 years. It's a 3-2 with a garage on a half acre. The trick was moving out of the city, so I no longer actually live in Murder. I moved to a small town called Loris, which is about 30 minutes inland from Murder. Best decisions I ever made in my life. I strongly urge people to look into small towns close to whatever city you need to be close to. That same house would be at least 300 in Murder. When citing drawbacks for trading up, don't forget about the huge increase in property tax. What these people don't realize is they are already in the homes they can't afford. They're already overspent and underbought because the rates were low instead of staying within their means. Yes, or they can't afford to stay where they are in an expensive area and need to locate a little further out where they can afford it. You also never truly own anything you're constantly paying over and over. Well, the thing is, you never own it even if you stay in it because you still got to pay TX and INS, insurance, taxes, and maintenance costs. Seven minutes in. Lifetime income and tax mitigation tool. So using renters as an income and tax mitigation tool. Wow. Stay in home and keep building equity, pay it off as soon as you can so the bank will keep getting more wealthy off your income. If you can use your equity to invest maybe in more real estate. Tricky article.